Recent years have seen real strains already showing on energy, food and water resources, and key environmental factors. A globalised world has clear benefits, but these are some of its clearest drawbacks.
What happens in the Arctic doesn't stay in the Arctic.
And nobody is immune to these effects.
That there are cascading impacts, and once you lose so much of the sea ice, this changes the jet stream, a number of the extreme storms and weather conditions, perhaps even those that we've been experiencing this summer in North America or in Russia, can be attributed to some of those changes in the Arctic.
In Germany, we had electricity blackouts in 2005, 2006. And we were totally surprised at the very end. It affected not just the region where it was happening, but it was actually affecting 11 other EU member states and even Morocco.
We can already see some very clear signs of the ice cap melting, of glaciers disappearing, and if you look, if you see the importance of glaciers, for instance, for drinking water, maybe less in Europe, but for sure if you go to the Himalayas and you know that if the glaciers disappear, the drinking water for hundreds of millions of people will disappear, then definitely there is a problem.
So let's take energy. How can we create better energy security?
Energy security has basically three elements. One is supply security, which also has to do with the overall availability. It has to do with the questions of economic competitiveness, particularly relevant for the energy industry. And it has to do with environmental issues such as climate change. So all three factors determine energy security on a national level as well as on a regional and global level. And the basic challenge we see is that you need to balance these three factors with each other.
Changes in needs has led to changes in many policies too.
I believe energy is increasingly becoming a driver for international relations, including international security relations.
Alongside of the globalization of economics, there's a globalization of security policies, very much often also the result of new dependencies, new infrastructures, be it information and communication infrastructures, be it energy infrastructure such as pipelines, such as the growing LNG capabilities and imports we have.
Part of the challenge is trying to adapt an energy infrastructure that was built for a different age.
We have built our infrastructure assuming that what was there when we built it won't change, and it's changing quite dramatically. And we see this all over the world. And our internal economic structures have been built right into that physical infrastructure. So if you look, for example, at Shanghai. Shanghai is a city like New Orleans. It's in a delta, it's subsiding, it's in a typhoon pathway. It is in the wrong place.
Another challenge is that not only are traditional energy resources diminishing, but the world's population is rising.
There was an assessment made of China's need for resources, and they said, we don't have enough resources for our population, so we will reduce demand by reducing the population. But at the same time, you can be sure they've just as aggressively started to secure supply externally.
We have a tremendous increasing demand in the mid-term perspective until 2035. The IEA is expecting 40% more energy we need, and 70–80% is coming still from the fossil fuels.
Finally, there is the challenge of forming a collective response to these changes. Acting individually could actually make the problems worse.
If countries are following not a very cooperative way, but a very national way, just of guaranteeing national energy and resource security. You can use the example of China, which is very much seeing that from the side of the political elite through the prism of regime stability. Then it leads to a situation where the competition is increasing, and the competition can very often then also result even to more political conflicts on beyond.
So, are we rushing headlong into an environmental and energy disaster? Not necessarily.
The solutions in a way already exist. There is a lot of technology. There is the knowledge of what is going to happen, and there is the possibility to use much less fossil fuels. There is the possibility to save a lot of water. So it is much more a matter of political will to engage into new policies.